Hello and welcome. In this video, we're going to discuss a couple curriculum ideas on how to explore anti-Asian racism and Islamophobia in the classroom in a creative and fun way. As most university students will know, a lot of curriculum in university is lacking. No one likes to spend most of their time reading over hundreds of readings only to discuss maybe one in class. So here are my ideas for ways to make learning more fun. The first would be historical mapping. I believe understanding the history of a phenomenon is key to understanding how it still impacts people's lives today. So in this activity, students would analyze the history of anti-Asian racism and Islamophobia, although perhaps not at the same time, in Canada. So they would start out with a timeline, and there would be the option to either assign students particular eras in history or to simply let them run wild and search up whatever interests them. By the end of the activity, the goal is to have a series of events that covers the chronological history of anti-Asian racism in Canada. This activity would give students a good initial look into how anti-Asian racism and Islamophobia became what they are today. The second curriculum idea is called Media Matters. It is the study of anti-Asian racism and Islamophobia through media content. Media exists in hundreds of different forms, and we are constantly consuming it every single day. In this activity, students will research when and how Asians and those of the Muslim religion are portrayed in the media. Students should also be aware of when Asian and Muslim voices are missing from the media narrative. On top of this, students should look at what kind of characters are being given to Asians and Muslims depending on who is creating that media. This activity will encourage students to examine how stereotypes proliferate into mainstream media and are encouraged by mainstream media. This is a fun way to take learning beyond the books and into the real world. There are my two curriculum ideas for exploring anti-Asian racism and Islamophobia in creative ways. I hope this inspired you and that it encouraged you to think up your own ways on how to make learning a little bit more fun.